Alright, hey guys, Lightfuzion here, bringing you guys another Wolcen Lords of Mayhem video, and this one I'm going to go over some of the new features that were added in the new experimental patch that they released earlier this week. Now the biggest feature added into this patch was a rework or improvements to the targeting system and the way it works. They also added in an input buffering system, and we have a new setting in the menu, this auto attack feature. Now if you have auto attack off, which it is off by default, when you load into this new update it will be off by default, and what that means is you have to manually click each enemy to attack that enemy. Now when you turn it on, your character will automatically attack, so all you have to do is just hold your mouse button and move it over the enemy to attack. Again, if it's off, you have to actually click that enemy to attack. I feel like this should probably be on by default instead of off, because it's a huge quality of life improvement. Some of the other changes that they have made were some visual improvements around the nighttime feature. They have also optimized several things, including particles, the nav meshes, things like that, as well as audio streaming. Another big thing that they did was they added in essentially a next tier of weapons, and my vendor does not have any. Yeah, he does, right there, hand forged. They added in these hand forged weapons. I have not had one drop in the game yet. I've only seen them on the vendor so far, but that is a new item that was added. They have also added in some new clubs and smith's hammers, as well as decreased the damage on staves. So if you're a staff character, you may feel a little bit of a decrease in your damage, because they did decrease the damage values on those. They did, however, increase the gold value, so when you go to sell your items, they will be worth a little bit more gold now. They've also made some changes to some of the monsters. You can read those in the patch notes. There's pretty extensive patch notes, and it was actually, for an experimental patch, it was a rather large patch. I was pretty surprised at how big it was for it to just be an experimental patch. I'll show you guys the new targeting system. Just have to, with it, that auto attack on, I just have to mouse over the enemies to attack them. And from what I understand, the way the targeting system works now is essentially each one of these enemies has an imaginary bubble around him, and as long as I put my mouse somewhere on that bubble, it tells the game that I want to attack that character. So the way it used to work is I had to just click on that character, so that enemy did not have that bubble around them before. So what that done is it's made that character, see, I can kind of move around him, and the game still knows that I'm wanting to attack that enemy. So it does make it a lot easier to target enemies. This is very similar to the system that Diablo 3 uses. And the guys actually said they pulled a lot of inspiration from some stuff that Diablo, or the guys at Blizzard, had released to the public, some of their information on how they do targeting and stuff. I must say I do enjoy the new targeting system. It has made it a lot easier to play the game. Still have a few bugs, like you know, that guy spawning there, and the enemies spawning up on top of that hill. It's still kind of a bug that needs to be addressed. Now this is the daily dungeon I'm in here. I have already ran it for my leaderboard run. I'm just running it again. So running it again to see how quickly I could get it done in, but I'm not gonna beat my leaderboard score. With this patch, they also did a Gate of Fate reset, similar to Path of Exiles does skill tree resets when they do big patches. So I logged in and all of my stats and everything was reset, so I had to pick everything again. So you can see I have items already laying around because I have, like I said, I have ran this before. So right now my current best is 3 minutes and 22 seconds. 3 minutes, we'll call it 3 minutes and 23 seconds. So that's currently some of the changes that were made in the game. I'm still very impressed with the game. I feel like the guys working on the game are behind this game. They're putting a lot of effort into it, and the game is continually improving. At this point, I feel like if you enjoy the action RPG type games, you know, those Diablo style games, that this is definitely one to keep your eyes on or go ahead and pick up. I have thoroughly enjoyed playing it, what I have played so far, and look forward to all of the new content that they're going to add to the game, like the housing features and being able to build your own dungeon and then let other players let other players come into your dungeon and try to beat your dungeon. I think that is an interesting feature. So I'm really looking forward to what these guys are going to do, and I hope to see you guys in game. And as always guys, make sure you like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks guys, catch you guys later.